Hey everybody, this is Beast. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. Where is the greatest place in the world to live? Why is this place so great? How do you know you're going to like it, enjoy it? Why would this place become possibly anybody's forever home? That's the story I'm talking about today. I figured that it would be a very good one because I see a lot of people that like to post videos about this is the greatest city ever. This is the greatest place to live ever. This is, okay. But is it your favorite place in the world to live? So I came up with a little bit of notes here last night, and I started thinking about that. I said, you know what? Why do I need to listen to anybody else? How can I find out where my true favorite place in the world to live? So the first thing that you have to come to mind is, do I want to live on land or do I want to live on the water? So the first answer, which is going to be most people, is going to be saying, well, I want to live on land. Other people says, well, I'd like to live on the water. I'd want to be on a houseboat. So therefore, you've got yourself a houseboat. Now you have to research and see what the advantages, disadvantages of owning a houseboat is. Now the next thing that you got to start thinking about is, do I want to live close to the ocean? Do I want to live close to the mountains? Do I want to live on an island? Do I want to live in the desert or on the plains? So a lot of these questions you got to start answering because, well, climate is important. Scenery is important, including how hot, how cold, how humid, how dry, how rainy, how windy, if there's tornadoes, if there's hurricanes, if there's monsoons, if there's big dust storms. You got to find out all those answers. Now the other question that you want to answer is, do I want to be in the city? Do I want to be in the suburbs? Do I want to be in the country? Or do I just want to be remote? And by talking remote, I mean you're about an hour away from the closest possible gas station, grocery store, anything that's humanly possible for you to be able to purchase. That's it. So we're going to talk quite a bit about, well, your environment, your climate. It's here. And, well, where do you want to live? Do you want to live where it's basically the culture center of your existence? Is it, where are you going to put your forever home? Well, I have 3 places that I would love to put my forever home. And it sure as heck is important. And one place that I would like to put my forever home would possibly be Nashville. Now, I've lived in Nashville for several years. And I've worked in Nashville for several years. Mainly doing the carnivals, the circuses, the shows, that sort of thing. Nashville was a hot spot. It wasn't quite for rock and roll until you got into about the early 90s. But it was a hot spot for everything else passing through. Winter quarters for the circus and for carnivals, and 90% of the areas was Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Florida. So if you wanted to find a circus or a carnival, you'd go to those 3 states for the best shows that you'd be able to work at. If you wanted to do rock and roll or country music, rock and roll, you'd have to go to Los Angeles. A lot of times they had stuff that came out of Arizona. Arizona was the most common launch point for all the equipment. Country music, the launch point a lot of times was either A, out of Nashville, or B, out of North or South Carolina. So I got to live in Nashville for a little while. I lived in Knoxville, Tennessee for a little while. I got to experience the winters in Nashville and in Knoxville. Now, Knoxville I really like, because Knoxville is it's a college town. Peyton Manning who's retired now, played and actually has a street named after him. He played for the Tennessee Volunteers there. They have a farm team, the Knoxville Penguins for hockey. And, well, it's a really nice place to live. In the summer, it gets a little bit humid, but in most times, it's dry. In the summertime, the temperature goes down a bit, but by the time you get to about 11 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon, the temperature is bearable. You can take your jacket off, and you'll be in a t-shirt for the rest of the day until maybe about 6 o'clock, which that's fine with me. If you get into Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, well, yeah, you're going to get yourself into some cold. But, of course, you're in the Smoky Mountains. Now, if you want the ocean, if you want the mountains, if you want them both, if you want the best of all worlds, the ocean, the mountain, the desert, well, you're going to have to live in the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Northwest, you have the Pacific Ocean. You drive a little bit through the mountains, you go into the valley, you can drive again and you'll be through the mountains, and then you'll be in the rain-shadowed desert. So you get the best of all three worlds. The plains, well, yeah, you can go into Washington County and you can experience the flatness of the plains. But if you're not into that, you just go and live in the Great Plains. Plenty of places to live in the Great Plains. You just have to find out what suits you best. Now, you also have to consider, well, is it a good place to educate my kids? Do I want kids? Do I want animals? Do I want pets? Do I want a farm? Do I want to grow stuff? Do I want to, what do I want to do? What is my forever home going to appeal to me for? Well, that's what vacation is all about. So let's say you take 4 cities that you like, and you're interested in New York City. You're interested in Omaha, Nebraska, for some reason. It just hits you in the head for Omaha, Nebraska. And then you're interested in Houston, Texas. And then you're kind of curious about Seattle. So you go up and down into a little bit of extremes, and you go and experience them on vacation. Now you explore the possibilities of where you're going to work, where you're going to live. How expensive is it? How do people treat you? Where are you going to play? Where are you going to work? Where are you just going to relax? What's the crime rate here? Do I want to live here, or do I want to go? Do I want to live, or do I want to stay? Well, the questions are all up to you. Nobody in this world can tell anybody where the perfect place in the world is to live, except if that place is perfect for them. If it's not perfect for them, it's not the perfect place in the world to live. One person may absolutely love Portland, Oregon, while the next person absolutely despises Portland, Oregon, but likes Kansas City, Nebraska, Kansas City, Kansas, but absolutely hates Orlando, Florida. In Orlando, Florida, the guy doesn't like Portland or Kansas City anywhere. He'll just go to Nashville if he needs to have some entertainment. So, like I said, it's all up to you. And all it takes is just a little bit of work, or just a little bit of a vacation to find your dream home. If you want to start over, that's the best way to do it. But don't take somebody else's advice and just move there. It may not be anything that you want in your dream. So I figured this would be a good video just to talk about, the perfect place in the world to live. Because I have seen so many people talk about where their perfect place is. And I've seen one guy in Scotland that's so remote, you need to take a helicopter to get to town. He is a hermit way up in the Scottish hillsides. I've seen another guy that lives in downtown Las Vegas. That would drive me nuts. Especially that guy that lives in New York City paying $3,000 a month for rent. So this is my video today. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the perfect place to live and how to be able to find it. The question is, you need to create the outline and make your own story. So that's my video for today. Please drop a comment in the comment section below. Where is your favorite place in the world to live? I'd like to see it. Where's your dream place to go visit? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And until next time, keep on rocking.